Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenga Njeru. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time we have a man on board, the man must be looking for a woman. In the same way, when we have a woman on board, that woman must be looking for a man. But because today we have a man, I will tell you the kind of woman he is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches. And the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost. If you're new to the show, subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, the contacts of our guests will be on my Facebook page at Jenga Njeru. So you can follow Jenga Njeru on Facebook and you'll be getting these updates in real time. Our guest on today's show is a 66-year-old man, single and searching. In fact, he's widowed. A widowed man is a man who lost his wife through death. The male version is a widower, and the female version is a widow. Our guest is not new to the show, and I brought him, I think, 2 weeks ago, and there was a piece of confusion, especially with his contacts. Is the number starting with +233, ending with 909. And there were people, I want you to stay tuned because at the end of the video, I'm going to share this number and then I will give you his Facebook handle so that if you're interested, you can contact him directly. He complains that there were people who were not able. His video did very well. People are sending very nice comments. People are very much interested. Nonetheless, he says that he has a problem with WhatsApp or something. It is not the phone that has a problem. I think it's WhatsApp or something, but he's trying to rectify. So if you cannot reach him on direct line, you can probably send him a message on his Facebook handle. So I want you to be very, very keen because at the end of this, I am going to share his phone number and his Facebook handle so that you can contact him and you can make arrangements from there. Our guest on today's show is widowed for the last 7 years. He lost his wife through a road accident. I think she was hit by a lorry, and he has been single since then. He says that he has been lonely, trying to heal the wounds. He's a single dad of 3, and now that the wife passed on, he is ready to move in with somebody else. He says that he is financially stable. He's now into business because previously he was a teacher turned businessman. He retired. You see, at the age of 66, most civil servants in most parts of the world, at the age of 60 or above 60, slightly above 60, they retire. Akienda sana 65, unless you're a politician. And people who have lost those who are close to them can attest to the fact that nobody really moves on. It is just that they understand that you cannot change reality. And sometimes they accept that reality, that the person is not coming back, even after days and nights of dreaming that the person is coming back and the person never comes back. But again, life has to move on. So he's looking for a wife, a woman who is single and searching. And he says that beautiful part about this is that he doesn't have a problem relocating to somebody's country. I told you this show is international now. We are not dealing with counties anymore. We are dealing with countries, nations of the world. We have gone beyond borders, beyond nations, and beyond lifetimes. So he is looking for a wife. By the way, his name is Barima, Mr. Barima. Okay. And he says he doesn't have a problem relocating. He doesn't have a problem with relocating, so he can go to somebody's country. One of the challenges that people meet, or one of the challenges that people face when they are trying to date, is lack of finance. When you don't have money and you have found a match, even from a neighboring country, if you don't have money, you cannot be able to travel. If you don't have money, leave alone traveling, you cannot afford a passport. Can you? But if you have the money and you realize that this is a prospect, at the end of the day, you will be very, very, very comfortable, even as you are traveling. Now, Mr. Barima is looking for a woman who is 40 years and above, with or without children. Remember, I have just told you that he has children. He's a single dad. He was left by the wife, and having been able to raise them for 7 years without the wife, even if they are adults, your children remain your children no matter how old they become. They will rely on you for guidance, for prayer, for counsel, some of them for provision, depending on a number of factors. So he is there, he is single, and he is searching. At the end of the day, he also doesn't have a problem with somebody who can go to Ghana. I saw some news, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I think it was on Christmas Day, when the news were released by the president of Ghana, Nana Addo. He said that to travel to Ghana now, you will not require a visa so long as you come from an African country. So Kenya being an African country, Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria, South Africa, Lesotho, Botswana, name them. Which other African country do you know without checking in the internet, without looking at your atlas? Which other country do you know? We've mentioned how many? Can you say more? Cameroon, Togo, Morocco. Which other country do you know? Chad, the Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, South Sudan, Somalia. Name them. If you're coming from any African country, the president of Ghana said that you don't require a passport. I want you to check that in the internet and you can verify that. So he doesn't have a problem with a woman who develops some interest. Of course, the woman has to be God-fearing. He says he's a Christian. He doesn't have a problem, even if that woman, because he believes that even those who are between the ages of 40 and 60 could have children that are not yet mature or out of the nest. Out of the nest means they are still at home under the care of the parent. He doesn't have a problem. And he doesn't have a problem raising them either. So if you're there and you're a single lady watching me from any part of the world, and this sounds like a deal to you, Ghanaians are very good. I follow this guy called, I used to follow him. I think I have also followed him on Facebook. He's called Wodemaya. Very nice Ghanaian man. He's married a Kenyan YouTuber called Miss Trudy. Miss Trudy is Kenyan, eh? Yeah, Miss Trudy is Kenyan. And her fiancé is Wodemaya. Wodemaya is one of the biggest YouTubers in Africa. In fact, his content is about showing people the part of Africa that documentaries of the outside world don't show you. Very beautiful episodes of Africa. You can check Wodemaya on YouTube. He's a Ghanaian. I've checked his channel. Very nice content. I don't think there's an African country he hasn't gone. All of them showcasing the beauty. Even came to Kenya several times. Of course, when he's married to a Kenyan, what do you expect? He has met so many Kenyans. He was able to showcase in millions of views how the Kenyan people have a very good culture. That's why I think most people in Africa are attracted to Kenyan people. Although I saw somewhere somebody saying that Kenyans are the bullies of Africa. Kenyans can bully you online. Doesn't matter where you're coming from or who you are.